Have you delved into Hebrews? Boy, I have to confess it just mystifies me. I know that there's secrets inside it.
Giving all praises to the Most High, Elohim and His Word and His truth. It's your boy PayGdashtheprophet. I'm back with a new lesson. This one is called Egyptians versus the Hebrews. Who are we? In this lesson, I'm going to bring out a lot of information, a lot of scripts. I'm going to bring out some textbooks, scholastic sources to, prove these things of who we are. Are we the Egyptians, or are we the biblical Hebrews?
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the colored. Seems to me they're always getting into some sort of trouble. I don't think much of Hebrews either.
Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Okay, this is the Bible Dictionary. Keep that in mind. Okay, we're going to go to the word Ham. And we see it says here, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood. And one of the 8 persons who lived through the flood, he became the progenitor, meaning forefather of the dark races. And then notice it says, not the Negroes. Okay, but the Egyptians, who's in question here, the Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. So it's something that the scholars understand, that the Negroes are not Egyptians. Okay? They are not Egyptians. They are not of these people. So again, who are we? Okay? Now, in this portion, this thing here, this definition, they're not necessarily saying who the Negroes are, but they're definitely saying that they are not Egyptians. Okay, they are not Egyptians. Okay, Ham is a forefather of the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, but not the Negroes, confirming the Negroes are not part of that lineage. Okay, but yet today, that's what we're doing. We're walking around and we're saying these things, but it's something the scholars know. But we are going to get to the bottom of this in the end of the video. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the spirit, or the word of the Most High is?
Wise Lord of the sacred word, wise Lord of the sacred word, we seek your counsel.
For as much as the Most High have showed you all this, because Joseph was interpreting dreams, okay, like Daniel. There is none so discreet and wise as thou art, as you are.
You see the wisdom in that, don't you?
I've seen the world created from sand and water. I contain all the wisdom in the universe. I contain all the wisdom in the universe.
The Bible as history, okay, in pictures, okay, Joseph in Egypt. Let us deal wisely with them. And that's how the Europeans are dealing with us today. This is why they changed our language, our culture, and our history.
You fit the description given. Why didn't you answer when called?
My name's not Platt. My name...
Your name is Platt.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. Sounds like something we went through. And they built for Pharaoh, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. Okay, so they were forced into slavery, bondage by the Egyptians. Okay, one people enslaving another people. Here's one of my favorite books. Okay, Picture History of Jewish Civilization, because they say, you know, when we claim who we are, they say, oh, you're anti-Semitic, Shemitic. Well, it's one of their books, so let's see what they have in store for us. Okay. More importantly, I want to bring out, to make that connection from the last book that we looked at. Okay, you see them working. You see what appears to be someone overlooking, a supervisor, like overlooking the work, connected to the other book I just showed. We're going to go right here. Model of a granary. Taxes were paid in produce, and the wheat collected in this way was stored in state granaries scattered throughout Egypt. At the right, the taskmaster stick in hand, like our slave masters did to us, stands over the people to supervise their work. Okay, and we see here, stick in hand, the Egyptian, he's of color with a fro, and the workers, the Hebrews, are people of color as well with their fros. They don't have long blonde hair with blue eyes. Okay, this is in Egypt. All right, these artifacts confirming that we are not Egyptians. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, what we reading, that they would consider their latter end, where we at right now. If our forefathers understood the judgments that would be upon us in the end times that we dealing with right now, that's what he's saying here. My people do not consider. We call ourselves black, African Americans, and all these things. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Yes, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. We rejected the Most High's word, so he rejected us. That's why we scattered amongst the nations, our enemies. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children. And that's why we are forgotten children scattered among the nations until we wake up to this truth. If thou seek him with all your heart and with all your soul, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right. If we shall seek, they shall remember themselves.
I'm the only normal person left around here. I'm a black Jew. I can't read. I'm half drunk. I'm a black Jew.
This is why we have wakened up. That's why I said, if you seek me, you will find me. Seeking him how? Through the word, through the scriptures, through the precepts. The church is not going to teach you how to study the Bible. Check out my video, how to study the Bible. Few books I would like to bring out just to make some connections for those who have never seen this information before, ever. But just to make the connections here, that the information about who the Hebrew Israelites are is out. It is known. You just have to seek it out and do your research. Okay, we are not the Egyptians. I have a whole fleet of books and stuff I could bring out, but I'm just bringing out a few things. Okay, the African, what they calling us, quote unquote, slaves brought to the Chelsea Peak. Remember, because we're slaves, they have the upper hand. At the Chelsea Peak during the 18th century, came mainly from the Bight of Biafra and were heavily Ibo, which means Hebrew. Okay, Hebrewisms of West Africa. Gotta do your research. Okay. Okay. The Igbos. All right, that was sold into slavery.
Captain, this young man is the Hebrew tribal leader. Do you understand what that means?
He was the tribal king. That makes him the heir to the Igbo nation.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the colored. Seems to me they're always getting into some sort of trouble. I don't think much of Hebrews either.
That makes him the heir to the Igbo nation.
If you would like to watch this full video, it's about almost 2 hours long. Please join my online school. The link is in the description of this video. For those that know, I do not teach on YouTube anymore since they deleted my last channel with over 40,000 subscribers. On that note, peace and shalom.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.